Hi, Aquarius, and welcome to your reading for the first 2 weeks of November. If you can believe it, hold on to your hats. Aquarius, this is your 12 card house reading. And in your first house of identity and everything that makes you you, oh, wow, what a positive start. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is all about opportunity and potential coming in around your sense of self, coming in around your identity. Is there an opportunity and is there potential for you to grow and step into a different way of being, a new you? I wonder. What does the clarifier say, Em?
Let's see. The full new opportunity, new expansion, new growth. I feel like this in the first house is about, yes, your identity is changing, it's expanding, but it's also carrying with it the wisdom of past journeys. So the fool has that rucksack on his back on the stick, and he's carrying with him all the tricks and trades of life that's come before. So it's not something that is totally unknown. It's feeling familiar to some degree. Let's see how the rest of the reading opens that up for you, Aquarius.
Lovely. Thanks, Sam. In your second house, Aquarius, you have the Magician. This is pretty amazing, landing in your second house, which is all about what you're resourced with, your special talents, skills, gifts, abilities to bring through your abundance and to secure your wealth in the broadest sense of the word, not necessarily just money, deep fulfillment. So the Magician is saying that you are gifted with the capacity to manifest. So I would work really hard on your manifestation skills at this moment, whatever that means for you, whether that's checking your stinking thinking, not buying into a sense of limitation or being down on yourself. I'd have blue sky thinking because you can manifest enormous wealth and expansion at this time. What's that clarifier say, Em?
Yeah. Oh, wow. The Ace of Pentacles, that's come up twice already. The Magician card is also the second card in the entire tarot deck. So that manifestation is really amazing. And it's coming through in the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like the first and second houses are linked. So something in your identity is channeling this success in your resources and abundance. And maybe it has to do with new thinking, new ways of doing things, and an offer may be coming through for you in terms of an opportunity, some kind of potential that you definitely need to grab hold of and make the most of. Even if you may not be really feeling it, this could be a really useful opportunity. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting for that placement.
Beautiful, Aquarius. In your third house of communication, thinking, ideas, self expression, you have the Nine of Wands. So, the Nine of Wands is full steam ahead. He's a builder. He just follows his sense of enthusiasm and his sense of expansion. He's quite fearless. He's up for the adventure. So, I feel like this is coming through your communication and your the way you express yourself, and it's starting to enter into your thinking in a bigger way. So really exciting time. What's that clarifier say, Em?
Mhm. Oh, the King of Pentacles. So, in the third house of communication and ideas, the King of Pentacles has worked really hard on his communication so far. Aquarius, I feel like this is something you can really tap into to benefit that growth that's coming through in the second house of your resource building. But it's also about trusting your ability to come across as very much like you know what you're talking about. Like you've spent a lot of time toiling away at whatever it is that's helping that communication skill at this time. But it's also, you can see in the card, there's a lot of the totem of the bull, and that's connected to Taurus, but it's very grounded, dignified energy. So yeah, I feel like that's a really positive omen for you.
And I just got inspired by your words, Em. And what popped into my head for you, Aquarius, is take a risk around how you express yourself because it's well founded. It's well grounded in all of that good stuff that Em was just talking about. In your fourth house of family, your chosen family, how you feel at home in the world, how you feel at home in your own skin, you have the Ace of Swords. So this is quick success coming in. This is truth. This is victory. So this is interesting coming in around the home. So perhaps things you're able to speak your truth more at home. If you're not in a family dynamic setup, if you're footloose and fancy free. I think this is saying that there's greater freedom and a sense of victory in the way that you're allowing yourself to be at home in the world. You're just like, yep, I have a right to be here. This is how I'm going to let my light shine. But there's a real victory coming in. What's our clarifier say, Em?
Victory. So, oh, the Empress card has come up in this position, fourth house of home and familiar, and that Ace of Swords is connected to that truth as well, your authenticity. So, Aquarius, maybe this Empress energy at home is what's actually creating a lot of stability for you at this time. It could be somebody else doing that for you. She's waving her scepter, and wheat is just growing. She hasn't been doing much because she's already laid down that foundation. So this could be some kind of really divine energy at home or within yourself that contributes to that sense of, I don't have to work so hard anymore. What a relief. I can just watch those seeds grow. So paying attention to that.
Love it, Aquarius. In your fifth house of creative expression, you have the Seven of Wands. So I feel like you're bringing some real determination and perseverance around the fifth house, which represents creativity, creative expression, shining your light. You're going, I have a right to do this. I have a right to express myself creatively. I said the word creatively.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I feel like there's some determination around a passion project or something creative that you're trying to bring into the world. And I'm getting strongly don't give up around that. What's our clarifier say, Em?
Okay. Saying strength. So strength card. This is the card for Leo in the fifth house of creative expression and inner child, which is amazing. But the strength card is not pushy. It's not forceful. It's very patient. And as is symbolized by the infinity symbol above that person's head. But she's coaxing the lion. She's not actually manhandling it. And that's something that may be coming up in the way that you're trying to like, oh, I just want to express myself and it's not coming through. And that can be quite frustrating, but it's a matter of taking time and putting patience into this endeavor and slowing down and really savoring the moments that are joyous about it.
Lovely. In your sixth house of work and choices and health, you have the Six of Swords. So this is moving away from the old and really just moving into broader, bigger, more adventurous horizons. So it's a little bit like you've outgrown your old life and you're moving forward to a calmer life. It's also strongly indicates that you have everything that you need for the journey in your new life. So this showing up in your sixth house of work, I'm wondering for some of you if there's a change of career not too far in the future. Yeah, let's see what our clarifier says.
So we've got the Two of Swords in this house of making decisions, of discernment, of work. I feel like maybe at this time work is kind of difficult. You're presented with a lot of questions, a lot of challenges, a lot of conflicts maybe, and you're having to decide between do I approach it this way or that way? And the swords are kind of like they're up and guarding that person's heart. So how can you actually disentangle yourself from that stuckness or that blindfold in front of your face and actually connect to the energy that's around you that can guide you into that decision process. And also it's connecting to work too.
Lovely. And I got inspired by you, Em, just to say your intuition will serve you really well in the workplace right now. Trust your gut and you can't go wrong. In your seventh house of relationships, you've got the Four of Pentacles. So yeah, this is interesting showing up in your seventh house of relationship partnership, and that doesn't necessarily have to be romantic or intimate partnership. It can be business partner, strong friendships. So this fella's holding on to that pentacle a wee bit too tightly, which suggests some aversion around risk and some resistance and playing it safe. So I feel like for some of you, you might be playing it safe in the old love arena, in your relationships just generally, maybe not saying what you need to say, not asking for what you need to ask for. So it's saying take the risk in your relationship, it will pay off. For others, because this fella also he also represents financial stability. So for some of you in your relationships, you could just be coming into a nice stable phase. What's our clarifier say, Em?
Mm-hmm. It's actually saying the Ten of Pentacles. So whatever it is that may be creating this stuck feeling in relationships, it's going to result in something very useful, very rewarding. And I was thinking as well as you were speaking, Fran, that that's the resources that are available to you in your relationships to others and to yourself can be really maximized by paying attention to them and just acknowledging that they're there. Sometimes when we're in relationships, we can think, oh, what's the next thing that I have to move towards? Like, what do we need to work on next, but not actually sit in and enjoy the foundations that we've grown already together. And it can be a time of showing that appreciation. So that's what I'm getting from that placement.
Lovely. And the Ten of Pentacles is everything you could want, wish for, hope, and desire. It's kind of wish fulfillment. So if you're single and looking for love, it's looking good. And if you're in a relationship, as Em was saying, looks like it's going to go from strength to strength. In your next house, which is your 8th house, the house of transformation, you have the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is a card of knowledge and wisdom, skill, truth. He's quite a serious chap because he knows what he knows. He takes himself maybe a little too seriously. So it could suggest that while we want you to take yourself seriously, in that, yes, you do have these skills, talents, gifts, and abilities. And I feel that your journey towards that has been hugely transformational and in turn has transformed you. So what I mean by that is you striving for your gifts has transformed you, and then in turn your gifts are transforming you. So it's quite circular. You're fed by this. So transformation is strongly indicated around you coming into a phase of really knowing that you've got the goods. What's our clarifier say there, Em?
It's saying High Priestess energy. So transformation, I think, is really apt, and that I think you've been through quite a few experiences where you've learned how to maintain your protection or your it's almost like this version of you pops up when you're feeling like you need to protect yourself, Aquarius. And I think maybe in the 8th house of transformation, the High Priestess is asking you, how can you drop that guard? How can you practice that vulnerability and that silliness and the zaniness that can come out in your Aquarian character that actually allows you to think outside the box and not be so stiff? And I think that that can really come through when you look deeper into your intuition, when you check out what's happening in your subconscious, and trusting that no matter what happens, you will be able to transform this energy, whatever it is, into something that's valuable for you, whether you're protecting that energy or not.
Lovely. Aquarius, in your 9th house of higher mind, higher thinking, education, higher learning, expansion, and luck, you have the moon. So the moon is about trusting your intuition, needing to be guided by your intuition deeply, and just taking time and getting clarity. Is this really what I'm feeling? Is this really what I'm picking up? Because what the moon says is that we could be perhaps easily deceived at this time. But this is showing up in your house of higher mind. And I feel like your higher mind can discern what is real and what isn't. And I think it's just saying you're best placed moving forward, really trusting your intuition, but taking your time with it. What's our clarifier say, Em?
Well, the Three of Wands, haven't seen this one in a little while. And I think this in the 9th house is saying it may feel like you're looking ahead and thinking, oh God, what is there to look forward to? Like, what is there that's going to grow out of this that I've got here in terms of the way that I see the world or my values or my purpose? But as you look deeper and harder, you notice that there is so much fertility in the thinking and the process that's happening behind the scenes that enables you to get to where you are.
So, wow, Aquarius, your 10th house. This is a beautiful card to show up in your 10th house. So this is, I don't know why I'm laughing, Three of Pentacles. This suggests that You've worked really hard to create a high quality work. You've gone above and beyond the call of duty, and that's being acknowledged. That's being called out. You're getting a lot of attention and praise and accolade around a work that you have done. So I feel like there's positive spotlight on you in the workplace at the moment. You're getting a lot of positive attention, and I feel that this will allow you to expand and grow in the workplace. You do have a special skill, and I'm so happy that your skills, talents, gifts, and abilities are getting the recognition and accolade they deserve. What's our clarifier say, Em?
Yeah. Well, we've got the King of Wands in the 10th house. So the King of Wands knows what he's doing. He's very experienced in not just battle, but in terms of negotiations. He knows how to use that fiery, passionate energy that he's got always burning, ready to go. And in the 10th house, this can be representing how people perceive you, Aquarius, that you're coming across as someone who's very knowledgeable and actually you have this really exciting energy that people lean towards, that kind of they're drawn to. And maybe you're a real good entrepreneur. Like I'm getting that version or that vibe coming through of you. And no matter what happens, you seem to be protected from the worst of the flames because you are made of flames. So take that as confidence, Aquarius. You can channel that energy and use that for the greater good.
Wow, use your flames. Love it. And in your 11th house, your house of hopes, dreams, wishes, you have the Devil card. This is also about friendships and the collective. Don't be alarmed by the Devil card. This is an exciting card of transformation, rebirth, regeneration, leaving the old behind and coming into something new. So if there is a wish that you have to bring something new into the world, this bodes very well. This is transformation. So if you're wishing for a transformation too in your life, within yourself, it suggests that this is wish fulfillment coming through for you around whatever it is that you're wanting to transform. What
Mm.
does our clarifier say, Em?
Yeah, let's see. It's saying the Eight of Cups. So this in the 11th house of wish fulfillment and the devil showing up, I think together with this card, it's saying walking in the moonlight, you're able to leave behind the things that are no longer serving you. So trusting that whatever it is that's been kind of like a bugbear or something that's been bothering you and you've just kind of wanted to shrug off, this is the time to actually walk away from that. Something is coming up around an opportunity. So take that door, open it up and walk through into that portal. Whatever it is that may be feeling like it's too dark or too heavy, it's kind of like asking you to walk in that moonlight. So it's okay that it's dark. That's very much a part of life. And when you do so, greater things will be revealed.
How exciting. In your final card, your final house, the 12th house of all things hidden, you have the wonderful Page of Swords following his enthusiasm and his curiosity. So, yeah, I love the wonderment of this card. So, this showing up in your 12th house of all things hidden, the conscious coming through to be made conscious. So, hidden aspects of you becoming unhidden and showing themselves in the world. What this card is saying, the way to do that, the way forward on your spiritual path is just to answer the call to curiosity. So instead of, feeling curious about something and going, oh, that could never happen, and that's not for me, and well, that's just not possible, and that's just not realistic. Stop the naysaying and really just dive into the curiosity. What's our clarifier say, Em?
Yeah. And a way to do that is through the Knight of Pentacles. I swear the Knight of Pentacles keeps coming up in the 12th house. It's like the
Yes, so
thing that
much.
actually, yeah, I feel like there's something happening universally around this like paused energy. And when the Knight of Pentacles shows up, it's asking you to take that step forward, similar to what's happening in the previous house of walking away from something that's no longer serving you. I feel like this is, there's it's almost like there's something in the distance that you're curious about, and the way forward is by recognizing that if you just stay here and not move, you will never be able to get to that place that you're seeking. So just heed that message. I think it's time to take that step forward and leap forward.
And don't take it too seriously. I get the giggles if anybody out there is taking something too seriously, and that is forming a bit of a block, or just causing that stuck energy of that card. So, what an exciting reading for you, Aquarius. Abundance, expansion, risk taking, manifestation. You've got the lot.
Loving this reading for you, Aquarius. We'll see you soon.
Thanks for
Oh,
being here. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.
you said it. You got there. Thank
And
you.
don't take yourself too seriously.
See you, Aquarius.